Located in Green Lake, Wisconsin, there's a cemetery that is known as one of the most haunted places in the state. Many visitors have had strange encounters with the supernatural here, such as seeing famed spirits roaming the grounds, hearing strange noises in the night, or even being physically attacked by what they could call nothing at all. Join us tonight in the final episode of Spooky Season 2 and see exactly what Dartford Cemetery has to offer. So, Andrew,
hello.
We're on our way to Dartford Cemetery in Green Lake, Wisconsin?
Green Lake, Algae Lake, Wisconsin.
So we're on our way right now, and I figured while we're on the way there, we might as well talk about some facts about the place and see what's up with it, you know? I want to make sure our history's in check. So let me tell you a little something about Dartford Cemetery. So the cemetery is a pioneer burial ground near the shore of Green Lake, a body of water revered by Native Americans as a mystical place and home to the spirit that dwells beneath the water.
I'm going in the water.
Don't go in the water, kids.
I've got swim trunks in the back.
Okay, you can go in the water if you want. But today, the cemetery has its own legends. Some people claim to be pushed by an unseen force from the top of the unusually shaped Jackson Walker Mausoleum.
That is the one thing that I've been hearing every time I try to find any like good haunting information regarding this place. It was always the mausoleum.
So, if we're allowed to stand on it, we'll see. There's also encounters with the ghost of Chief Highknocker, the last Winnebago chief in the area. Highknocker, it is said, he drowned while trying to swim across a river on a drunken dare. And he was buried on the edge of the river until his son moved his remains to Dartford Cemetery in the 30s to be near the lake he loves so much.
If I could die doing a drunken dare, I think it would probably involve either jumping off a building or swimming across a river.
Fair enough. So I mentioned the last Winnebago chief, Highknocker, you know?
Yeah.
And there have been reports by lots of people, apparently, that you could see Highknocker walking in his full headdress.
That would be awesome.
Just through the cemetery. We'll see. But that's just
now imagine we see one walking around like that and it's not a ghost. We just some dude dressing up.
That would be the video ends.
I'd be terrified. It's also important to let you guys know we have permission to be here. Everybody that's been here has reported saying just talk with the police. As long as they know you're there, you'll be okay. So I did that.
So we have permission to be there. It's totally cleared, totally fine. We're all good. So we have about 40 minutes before we get there. So let's see where Jaylen and Chloe are at and what they're doing.
After getting all of our gear packed, got the lunch bag, drinks, all this.
Now that they're on the move, Jaylen's going to talk about some of the history of who's buried here.
Many of the settlers that came on over, it's where they died. A lot of children died of disease here. Apparently the natives as well roam these lands. They're ghostly figures to this day, in full dress. So you asked me to do some research and we're gonna go find where a whole bunch of dead kids that are settlers.
We're gonna catch them on the dots.
We got dots.
And I can't play all this next part due to copyright, but you get a little bit of it.
This bitch got me paying for rent, paying for trips, dubbing on the wrist, dubbing on the wrist, and here I am alone.
All right, looks like we're pulling up on the place right now. Upon pulling up to the cemetery, Andrew and I got this feeling of something kind of weighing down on us, like a tension. So we decided to get out of the car and before the sun goes down, take a look around and see what we could find.
This is the original headstone for Chief Highknocker. But recently, I don't know how recent, they installed this one where it also has an image of him and his burial dates. And the craziest thing to me, he died in that drunken dare when he was 91 years old.
That's wild.
What a guy. We don't know the significance of it yet, but everybody's leaving coins up here. So I'm gonna look into that. We left a quarter up there. I might get a few more just to have one for everybody.
We're just waiting on Jaylen and Chloe to get here, and Julie and Seabass after that. We'll get going on ghosts.
Sounds good to me.
That's the mausoleum over there.
Yes. You wanna go by it?
Let's go take a look at it. As far as I know, this mausoleum is cracked on top.
Yeah, you can see the crack right here on the side. It's cracked right up there, going all the way down the side here.
I think there's one on the other side too. It's even bigger on the other side.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. It looks like a little horsey.
So, people will essentially be sitting on this. And
are they sitting just on this ledge or are they sitting there?
I don't know if they'll be sitting on top of it or on this little ledge, but something pushes them off.
I don't know how they tell that story. Like, who just comes here and is like, hey, I'm gonna pop a squat right here and get pushed off. You're like, oh my God.
It's most likely a kid that climbs up here.
I wanna know who this is, though. His name is Jackson Walker. So, time to do some research. Figure it out.
After seeing the mausoleum up close, Andrew decided to do some more research about it, and upon examining it more, I can understand why most people, when they come here, are drawn to such a large object.
It's a really
What'd you find?
bad image, but it looks like something was here, and it looks like maybe it was just graffiti and they cleaned it off, but there was something here, which would make sense as to why there's a lip right here. On Friday of last week occurred the death of Jackson Walker at Dartford. The cause of his death was a complication to old age.
Oh.
Though he was able to be about, and it's really hard to read this. It's really hard to read. Though he was able to be about and attend to his business until a few days before he died, Mr. Walker, with his family, came to Dartford in the spring of 1865 from Onondaga County, New York.
If you guys want the full obituary, it's right here. It is really hard to read, so fair warning. But we did hear something amiss.
They're just screaming.
Might have been a coyote.
It's true, it could have been.
There's just a man in a wheelchair over there. And his dog.
That sounds coming from over there.
What the hell?
His funeral was attended by... They don't want me to get this out. The remains were placed in the family vault in Dartford Cemetery. So this is a family vault.
Oh.
Oh, that's the entrance to the vault in order to put this in there.
So there's actual...
Yeah, because there's this picture where there's like a hole in it to get in there. Damage to monument. I have been in contact with city manager. That was from 2020.
Oh my God.
So maybe, I have no idea. Maybe the top comes off. I have no idea. There is also a myth that this mausoleum contains the remains of children who died from polio. The mausoleum was first featured on the Discovery Channel's A Haunting. It was alleged on the show that some young adults visited the cemetery, sat on the mausoleum. A crack appeared after which an unknown force pushed them off.
So, in other words, don't f with this polio kids, man.
Polio. Polio is gone.
It is now, but...
It is gone now.
So, for now, waiting on Jaylen and Chloe to get here, and then Julie and Seabass right after.
We'll see you guys when we get back. I guess when they get here. Is that them right there?
Damn, that's crazy.
Holy crap. Park back there. Or up there.
Ignores you completely. That's actually
There's
really...
balls on it.
Her car does have some nuts.
Since Seabass and Julia still have about an hour to travel, I say once they're here and they're comfy, we just start.
Or are we getting food beforehand?
Oh yeah, if we do that.
So we took ourselves to Green Lake, and it was about 5 minutes away, and we went to a restaurant called Goose Blind, which we actually had some pretty good food.
That's hot. Hell yeah, buddy.
Before we hunt ghosts, we need to be filled up. Of course.
But as the sun set on the horizon and the night crept in, we knew it was time to start our hunt. So We had to get ready.
Ready for action almost. Keyword almost.
Buddy is wrapping up in as many clothes. Oh my god, it's sea bass! Don't park on the side of the road. Look at the video I sent you. It's a ghost.
It's just sea bass.
Yeah, I know. A ghost.
How was your meal?
No, honestly, delicious. The girl serving us, she was all really cool. Chloe had her on Discord. She said she would sub to us. So 100%. Thank you, waitress from Goose Blind.
Who goes there? Are you ready?
Almost. I'm just grabbing my last glove.
I got my dots and my cat balls.
Cat balls. And what does the EMF do again?
It you know, it detects the spooky and the electromagnetic.
Field.
You look like you're gonna be a grave robber.
Wait, I gotta show the dots. The tier one dots.
For all you Phasmophobia fans out there.
Yeah.
Holy crap. So that'll help if there's any disturbances.
What up?
What's up, dude?
Shit. You're the only one in uniform, bro. Well, no, you're not.
What's this OG-ass hoodie right here? I'm the only one in like new merch that you can buy today at the88s.co/store.
You see that?
Wow.
It's right there. November 7th is the last time you can get this. So if you're watching this today, October 31st, when this video comes out, 1 week. And if you didn't get it in that time,
7 days.
check eBay.
You suck. Just so we're all aware, we have permission to be here. If you're gonna do shit like this, make sure you get permission. Don't be some weirdo that's gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, don't do that. There's somebody standing by the crypt.
She's testing out a spirit box app that she got just to see if it like works or not.
I feel like that would be the
Before she starts
strongest
using
over
it.
there.
Okay. Do we have a spirit box thingy?
He has his.
He has his? Okay. Get out of my way. What do we want to do here?
So,
The first thing that I'm gonna do, I have my REM pod sitting on the mausoleum so that way it gets to the right temperature. Oh hey, there is a security light.
oh, bet.
Oh my god, we have a friend!
That is a spider.
Hey. Hey, buddy, you want to be part of the 88s?
Gonna eat the battery.
So, from what this man has said to us, Adrian was his name, he said he's seen the inside of this when it was being repaired. There are 3 coffins, him, his wife, and presumably his daughter. There are no kids with polio. He said there was never a polio epidemic here.
Okay.
And that was just a myth that his neighbor actually wrote the book on.
So no polio, but there's still people in there.
Yes, there are 3 coffins in there.
How do you think they're stacked? Oh.
What is that noise?
That is something touching it.
Is that the spider?
Nope, spiders on the wall.
It's right there is a spider.
And they said when it comes to people sitting on this thing, a force knocks them off of it.
He said that he and his buddies did that and never got pushed off, but he took a picture and had an EVP in his hand. And his buddy said, oh, that's bright as hell. And he said they got an EVP of somebody other voice saying, I told you to leave.
Oh.
And this thing going off is really creepy. Because I don't think I've had it work yet.
Put it at you.
While explaining the crack that we saw earlier on the Mausoleum to Jaylen, somebody pointed out something that was really cool, and it was even cooler because it was a couple of our first times actually seeing it.
Can you see the sky?
Oh my god!
Oh, Starlink.
That's Starlink!
That's Starlink.
What the fuck is that?
Starlink!
I don't know what that means.
That's a bunch of satellites.
Dude, it's just like legitimately a string, a very straight and narrow string of lights moving like together in sequence. I've never fucking seen that.
But unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to Starlink and show each other our equipment that we got.
Well, this is part of our ghost hunting equipment that we have here. We call this dots, if you're a fan of Phasmophobia on Steam. This right here on the Mausoleum itself, I don't know if maybe you could turn off the light. Look at that.
Oh, that's a way of just looking at that Mausoleum.
Yeah.
That is creepy looking.
That's just lasers on the Mausoleum. Wow.
Her app just said knife, and that dude told me at the gas station to bring a knife.
So you're using a Spirit Box app, right?
Called Spirit Talker.
And it's been saying phone, knife.
I'm losing energy. It's not just me.
Then 1800s.
And 1800s.
1800s makes the most sense so far.
Yeah.
So, that dude that was talking to us as well, because I don't know if you caught it on camera. We had somebody come talk to us, make sure we had permission to be here. He said from his family, there are a set of twins buried over there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, go see the chief then.
Yeah, we can start with the chief. That makes sense. Can everybody see what the chief's thing was?
Real quick before we leave, we're throwing some cat balls over here. Got cat balls.
Throw one right here for now.
So, for now, we're gonna leave that up there on the REM pod, and we're gonna check out the chief. I'm gonna stop recording for a moment. There's a lot of history to Chief Highknocker.
What the stranger has also told us, Adrian is what I'm just gonna call him because that's his name, that the chief's body actually isn't here and that his wife is here.
Oh.
But his body's still over by the river.
Really?
Yeah. Whether guys like to fully believe, I assume so. He said he's lived here his whole life. But, and that a lot of the stuff that got put out that was really spooky, his neighbor put out. But there is stuff that happens here. So we'll see. People report seeing him in full dress.
So does anyone know about the story with these?
I think that's just a sign of respect.
Perhaps.
We put a quarter down already. Jaylen, so you know that he died doing the drunken challenge across the river.
Allegedly.
Do you see that age?
Yeah, 91.
Yes.
Yeah, allegedly. Allegedly he got drunk.
I'm pretty sure it happened.
Well,
Could
the
have
drunken
been.
part is the legend.
Yes, he did die
So he
swimming the
drowned
river.
for sure, but the drunken part, nobody can confirm.
Hey, Adrian confirmed it.
Tough old
He
soul.
was there.
And there's another older one right here.
Yes, there's something online about this. I believe that this is something to also commemorate him. It's hard to read what it says. There's an inscription. Highknocker. Oh, Winnebago.
Chief.
Yep, drowned August 12th, 1911.
That's weird that they put like his reason of death.
Well, he was the last Winnebago chief, so respects to that.
So we're placing cat balls around near his grave, you think?
Yeah, I'll just place one at like his new headstone and then one by his old one.
When we were at Chief Highnocker's grave, Andrew heard something, and while I wasn't there to get it with the camera, he got it himself, and it was shocking.
Huh. What?
That is something touching it. Because everybody was over there.
Oh,
That
yeah,
beep,
we did
beep.
start walking
I
away.
told you.
We were all gone.
Yeah, we did start walking.
I told you.
that
I was
way.
like, somebody
Girl,
touched
you
it.
said
And you're like, that's the temperature. And I was like, somebody fucking touched it. Yeah, one of my favorite YouTubers that I watched. uses
That
one of
sound
those.
is the temperature. That isn't even the full thing. I just stopped when I heard that. It's the temperature going again.
There's a breeze.
This thing won't stop
There's a-
doing temperature change.
There's a cat ball going off by the grave. It was this one, the one that was right on the headstone.
Yeah. And it hasn't moved, so that touched it. And I tested them. You have to like touch them to
Yeah.
make them go off.
And then the cops decided to drive by and make things weirder.
Hey man, we got permission from Larry
And
and the mayor and the chief.
I assume we can expect a visit pretty soon.
Why?
why?
That was a cop, turned his lights on, looked at our cars, and then drove off.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna go talk, or he got confirmation that we're here.
Sadly, we didn't see the cat ball move again, or get really any other activity near the grave of Chief Highknocker, so we decided to set up base camp at the Mausoleum, which we heard has the most activity going on there.
Oh, were you gonna do the was it the
Estes Method?
yeah.
Yeah, do we want to set up dots here? No? Yes.
Yeah, we can definitely set it up. Because I might put the REM pod down here instead. Because
Yeah.
it is rumored that it's kids over here.
As long as it doesn't move, it doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical. What we're looking at here currently is we got ourselves our REM pod right there with a nice little red light. And then we have our dots projector right here, balanced on this nice little thing. As you can see on the wall, it's not moving.
Any spirit, demon, whatever in this cemetery, you have permission to use my energy and my body while I'm in the confines of this part of the cemetery. If you need my energy, you can use it. If you're going to use me to send messages and communicate, you can use me. As soon as I leave these grounds, you have no more control over me and you must stay. You cannot come with. That's all I want to say. While we were
Use
here.
his energy. He's fueled by gamer subs.
You think I'm kidding?
While we were getting set up near the Mausoleum, Julia saw something behind a headstone that was honestly quite terrifying.
No, but she
Of her.
saw something crouching behind
All the way over
tombstone
there. That's
over
why
there.
I came running back over.
All right, well, I say we go over there real quick.
Yeah.
It
Have
looked,
my back facing
it
the
looked-
chief or have my back facing
it
the
looked
creepy
naked.
girl?
Like naked. Like I just saw the back.
So,
So you can go.
before we do anything else over here,
Yeah.
where did you... So what did you see?
It looked kind of like someone had their back turned behind this. Like this. And then not looking at me, but looking in that direction.
And you said it was a girl?
back over.
Yeah, show us the exact tomb. We'll come with.
I'll like follow you because this is
You're okay.
behind that tombstone right there.
By that tree?
No, that tombstone and by those trees. It was right there where that flag is. It was right there.
Right there?
Yep.
By this flag?
Yep.
It's alright. This one's broken.
It's a veteran.
It's a veteran's tombstone. They say there's people from the Spanish War here, and probably Civil War, most
Well,
likely.
earlier it said, I've been here for 100 years, and I was all the way over there. But yeah, I was hiding right here.
But what you saw was like behind this tombstone like that, staring at us.
Nope, not staring. It was looking that way.
Oh.
Did you have what kind of flashlight were you using?
See me?
Her phone.
We don't see you, bro.
I had a flashlight on, yeah. And I froze and my
Over where?
hair stood up. But I just don't think that thing, whatever that thing was, I don't think it was good.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, I'm not going to say the full word, but it's called a S-Walker. And I'm not going to say the full word because that's how you summon it. It's
Oh,
when you say the word.
So with that in mind, Andrew and I decided to walk back to the forest because that's where we saw a cat walking around earlier, which is not a good sign. The S-Walkers take forms of
Everything. Everything.
of different animals, but the thing is, we saw that cat.
That's why I want to go towards it.
Her app said we are in other forms. It's right by that stump over there.
Yeah, but it was walking this direction. When I saw it, it was like over here. Holy shit. Look at that mushroom.
Oh my god.
It's a massive mushroom.
That's a puffball. They're edible.
Well,
Go. No, I'm serious. Looks like a brain. Looks like an intellect devourer from Baldur's Gate 3.
actually what I was thinking.
The cat balls had gone off intermittently, kind of like just on and off. Once we got over here, they stopped. It was mainly once we were over where we just
When we're away from them, they seem to go off.
yeah.
So,
The crystals that are being put down are there because
Basically, so they don't draw our energy, they're going to draw the energy from these instead. So we're not drained.
okay.
so we're gonna do Estes Method outside of the Mausoleum.
All right, we're balloon in.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, Lord Pepe.
Is there anyone here with us right now? Interesting. Is anybody from the Walker family nearby?
Me?
How many spirits are here with us?
It said something, but I don't know what it was.
Can you repeat that?
If you're running out of energy, there's crystals or energy.
I heard a gasp.
Maybe got offended that we asked to say it again.
Seriously?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit pissed. Something tells me it's a little bit annoyed.
Are we annoying you?
I'm done.
Alright.
Holy shit.
You good, Chief?
So the entire time,
Uh-huh.
it felt like... This is the first time I felt like this while doing it. Like, I was sitting here, my eyes were closed, but I felt like my eyes were open, and that there was a light coming from behind me, and I swear I could see every single tombstone, and it was just me in here, except for I could feel something right here. Like it was a face just right in front of me the entire time. There were times it said stuff and I just couldn't understand it, so I didn't try saying anything.
Well, thank you for being a brave soldier, sir.
I don't know, I feel like I was having a panic attack during it.
There was like 2 or 3 times it said something pretty convincingly. It said something and you're like, I don't know what it said, and then we replied like, can you say that again? And then you said it gasped. And I was like,
quite heard, and it was like,
yeah. And then I was like, oh, maybe that's it. You know, and gas like we offended it, like you, like really, bitch. And then after that, you said seriously. So there was that.
So next up, Chloe tried the Estes method, and we also combined it with something called dowsing rods. And if you don't know what dowsing rods are, they are 2 rods that if their tips cross, that means yes, but if they sit still, it means no. So we tried that for a bit.
do you want us to communicate with Chloe so that you can get more specific answers out?
21. 21. Yes.
21.
Okay. Yes.
All right.
Why are you here?
Hunt. Hunt? Maybe it's talking about from its past life.
Maybe it could have been a hunter.
Nah.
It just gets like so weird because I like feel like I hear so much like.
I'll go since I'm right here.
It's like I get scared because I feel like I start to hear stuff. And I'm like, I don't know if like something is going on.
I know, that's why I was shaking.
Well, I've had a hot hand in my hand.
I don't know if it's actually going on outside.
That's why I was
but it
shaking
was like
so
I
much.
felt like I don't know, like I felt like I was like hearing something like coming in from over here, and I was like,
you'll feel them.
I'm so scared. I don't want to move.
Do you want to?
It felt like something was like a noise was like coming in from over here, and I can't even describe the noise. But I was like,
I'm telling you.
I was like, I'm so scared right now. And
It feels
can't
like-
move. I can't move.
I had the same feeling. Not that it was over there, but that's like, I don't know. It just felt like there was a force.
But it just like
coming this way.
All right, now she's gonna try. You have the dowsing rods?
Hello,
Hello, how are you?
I'm inside.
Are you Jackson Walker?
Stop.
Do you not want me to mention his name?
Said something about chicken broth.
Okay. Are you inside the mausoleum or inside the grave?
2.
Are there 2 other people inside the mausoleum with you?
Yep.
Are you Jackson Walker?
Speak to me.
Are you Jackson Walker?
Yes.
Yeah.
We were making really good progress with this, but unfortunately had to stop due to someone in a car being very stalkish, which was unfortunate.
That car's definitely coming back right now.
Are they really?
Yep. Yeah. And they're like stopping. I'm gonna go by the fence and be like, you need something?
Yeah. There's like some car just chilling down the road that drove by really slowly staring at us.
Yeah. It just got really freezing, like right here, and that's why I kind of was feeling, because I'm like,
Right.
felt like someone was literally going like this and like looking down on me.
I'd say for now we should stop. The car finally drove away after probably calling the cops and getting told we were here legally, but Andrew met with some neighbors that were walking their dog, and they actually had something pretty cool to say. So what are we doing?
They said the lake is more haunted than this.
Really?
And that they get a lot, because she said she's done like the phone apps like Julia has with the spirit talker, and down by the lake it just kept going off, and they came here, it said nothing. They got in the car, it said leave.
Oh, that's funny. Well, maybe these ghosts are just kind of like, hey,
the
dog.
I guess what we the lake's 5 blocks that way.
So I mean, do we want
I know
to
the
try
beach is
out
closed
the
now.
lake?
Well, this place was creepy. Maybe we can find something else in the next area.
Hello.
Where are we going to?
So, a couple was walking their dog at 11 o'clock at night and told us that it is much more active at the lake because the Native Americans treated it as sacred ground. I was talking to the guy, he said his opinion is that he feels everybody here is at rest because it seems like it's mostly children. We've seen a lot of graves where they're marked the same year for birth and death. So we're gonna head to the lake, see if we can find anything down there, and I don't know, maybe get drowned by the spirit of the Wawa.
I'm good. Let's go anyways. When we got to the lake, we wanted to get all of our gear out and look around with all that, but we decided it might just be best to let them rest easy. So what's the story about down here?
I don't know. The dude walking his dog said that this is like sacred waters and that like Native Americans didn't touch it. And there's the spirit in the lake. I see the spirit of the lake right there.
It's a quarter.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
There's a spirit down there?
Yeah, it's a quarter. All right, well, I guess you know what? I think that's the end of the video right there. I don't think we got much else we can do.
This ghost hunt we would call technically a bust, but it's okay. We've had them before and we'll have more in the future. But you already know what I'm gonna say. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey getting there. It's about spending time with your friends. It's about hopefully learning something new along the way, even risking it all. Or even just trying something new or trying to talk to somebody who's been at rest for so long now. But sometimes it's best to leave them that way. Get in here. Well, all right. That was spooky season number 2. You know, we go to new places, do new things, try new ideas.
Get yelled at by new people.
No one died this time.
A lot of disturbances, not of the paranormal kind.
But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we got a lot of new crazy crap coming up, so keep your eyes out, keep your ears out, and check that merch down below. It's only available for 1 more week. This thing, 1 more week. Let's go, everyone.
Oh,
There we go.
There we go. Walk away. Just walk away.